Going live. Ooh, it's thinking today, and we're live.
Hi, welcome to the StockinetteZombies. I'm Amy, also known as J-Nima.
I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It, and this is episode 426. We haven't done this in a while, so maybe YouTube was really thinking away there
Yeah,
on getting everything happy 2024.
yes. It was a fun break. Got to relax. About halfway through, I couldn't tell what day it was, so that's probably good.
Yeah. Yeah, I was telling Jeremy, I read an article about burnout, and basically it said like people take these 1 or 2 days off, right? Like kind of like an extended weekend or whatever, and think that that's going to help with burnout. And it's actually only once you get to the point where you're like, I wouldn't mind going back to work, which I think is a point for some people. Like, I don't know. I maybe I'm speaking out of turn with my husband. I don't know if he would ever get to the point. I used to think that like, oh, people have those people don't have like hobbies or lives outside of work like me, but I did get to a point where I was like, okay, I'm excited to go back to work or not, maybe not, yeah. I'm excited about my time off, but also kind of like miss my work and my coworkers and whatever. So I had a nice extended, all that to say, I had a nice extended time off
Yeah, I
where I
think
feel like I
I'm
got refreshed and was ready to go back.
I think with me I would just need to get to the point where I would need a routine again because I was very excited to come back just to get back into my routine, exercise, work,
Fair
getting
enough.
into that, instead of that nebulous like free time, the world's your oyster and then you do nothing kind of like we could do anything we want. Let's sit on the couch all day.
Well,
So,
I'm sure that included some knitting. I'm sure that included
well,
some
yes,
knitting.
I'm
Um,
watching a lot of great movies, and yeah, it
yeah,
was good.
excellent. So with the turning over of the year, we also have our KALs that start, well, the ZK1 kicks off, right?
Mhm.
And then our other ones conclude. So we have a little bit of administrati. Had
Yes.
had a few questions, and I'm a little behind on the dashboards and getting items out there, but absolutely let's do self-striping again this year. I've got tons of self-striping, and I find that it's, yeah, very fun way to encourage myself to continue using it.
Hmm.
I still haven't had a year where like you've done with your outs and ins that I've done more out than I've done in, even with making all of my muscle burras. I still, because I've got like my woolens and nosh
Oh, right.
coming coming in, and others that are fun. Oh yeah, I need that. Oh yeah, I need that. Oh, that's the show striping. Always come home from Rhinebeck with a few. So I'm going to blame Michelle primarily for 2023 on why I didn't have more go out than in. Um, but we did have two people, including myself, so three, not including myself, that did all 12, got
Oh,
all 12 entries in. So Knit and Kristen and PK Jewelry Pam, Kristen and Pam got all of the entries in for last year.
yeah.
Congratulations.
I want to say that I am very close to having all of them, and this is the first year I think I didn't give up after 5 months. So it's
Yay! Progress.
right. Now, have I entered them? No, but I have finished. If I go back and look at all of my socks, I'm thinking I'm very close to 12 self-stripers for the year. So,
Yeah,
or mittens
absolutely.
too.
I had a lot more than 12. Like because I split, like if you were counting projects, right? Because I split
Hmm.
them across hats and
Okay.
whatever. But so for me, it was just kind of picking and choosing which ones I entered. But again, a fun little dashboard that I'll be making again. All that to say, the December winner was Heather Tangled Yarn. Heather, please contact me. You've got a beautiful misty morning walk on the beach, that self-striper that from Woolens and Nosh, lovingly selected from my stash of my growing stash. So here is your prize. Congratulations. And yeah, I'll get that form up. It'll be on the website soon. If you're a ZKN member, you'll get that a reminder in your inbox with our weekly email that the website is updated and you can start entering. So we'll have another landing page, much like we did last year, that has both the self-striping. And then, Amy, did you want to talk about our next year-long
Yeah.
KAL?
So we really liked the structure of the book venture. So if you didn't join us last year, you're going to have an opportunity to do it again with a new theme. Um, the idea is that each quarter there's 5 categories for you to fulfill. If you fill 3 of those 5 categories in the 3 months, you earn your badge, because this year it's going to be about earning badges. So yeah, so you have 3 months on this, what are we calling it? Zombie Explorer year.
Mm-hmm.
And the first category for the Zombie Explorer is to dress yourself and cover up and keep warm. So we've deemed this the cozy badge. And you can knit something for your head, your neck, your hands, your feet, your body. All the categories are going to be out there on the fill-in page. But the twist this year, or the change this year, is that we want you to register. So if you go out to Instagram, I had put a link there, so I might need to repost that. And then we had put it, did I put it on Discord? Oh my gosh. Yeah. So we're going to have it there, and then hopefully on the landing page as well. If you want to join the KAL this year, we're asking you to sign up. So with the sign up, all of the updates and stuff will be then given to you via email.
Yep.
It'll also allow us to contact you for prizes easily. So we're really excited about this change, and hopefully it'll give you somewhere where you can go look it up and bring you back into it if you
Yeah.
lose your
And the
way.
really cool thing about the year long, again, we've talked about it with our other year longs, is like now you've got to be eligible for prizes for this first quarter, obviously you need to hit 3 of those categories, which is, 3 projects in 3 months. But you can also work on it throughout the year, right? So the people that I just mentioned with the self-striping, right? They didn't necessarily like meticulously every month do one, right? Like maybe there
Oh
was
yeah,
3 a month where they did 3 and they got them in, right? And so you'll have the rest of the year to get your hands, feet, if you're not a sock
yeah,
knitter, head, whatever, right? And again, just 3 of them. So trying to encourage participation, be low stress, and also let you knit to the things that you want to knit, but do it with others. So yes, the badge and the patch and the theme will be coming at you again soon. We don't quite have that yet. But I'm super excited about that. I get
yeah.
into the badges even when it's like silly things.
Yeah.
Like,
So again, think of it like scouts, right? We're
yep.
the zombie explorers, and we're gonna earn our cozy badge. And to
Mhm.
earn our cozy badge, we're gonna knit 3 things for our body and in those categories, and submit them for prizes. And
Yeah.
again, this year, I can kind of segue a little bit into our FO. Um, we are giving away some cordsmiths for the first quarter. So I made an I-cord, and then I crocheted it into a coaster for
Cool.
so I don't know. It was a really quick project. It was kind of fun. My husband, I was making a mechanical sound, and he was like, "What are you doing over there?" Because it was like like the little
Yeah.
clicks of the cordsmith.
Oh,
And
cool. That's a very
and it was
interesting use of the I-cord.
Yeah, and I was going to go ahead and pull more self-striping. These are self-striping scraps, and cord them up and think of projects to do with them. So I would be interested in people's creative ideas for what to do when you can make I-cord really quickly. I saw somebody online is making a rug.
Ooh.
That looks pretty smooshy. Like you could make something like that.
Mhm.
But anyway, I'm excited for
Yeah,
my
yeah.
roller
So,
coaster.
and again, we hope to I know in the past we've kind of been retroactive, like these are the prizes after you already entered. We hope to get out in front this year with our KALs and again be able to communicate those in advance via signing up. So yeah. So all of that to say on the Craft Your Book Adventure, we've got either some swag in our swag shop or pick your favorite shop, but the winner should reach out to us. That way we don't have to buy it and then ship it to you.
Mhm.
We'll ship it directly to you, but start a conversation with Carly, Cart Bar Minder, and Holly, Memphis Holly, were the two winners that I drew for our fourth quarter. Both of them, honorable mention, got all 12 entries in for the year, which is amazing. And also wanted to mention that Julia, sorry, also
All of
got
them
in
in.
all 12. Yeah, I missed hands. I was going to make some mitts at the last minute and it didn't happen. And I also missed the mystery along,
Oh,
even though I planned to do. So I was at 10. I think you were pretty close to 10 too, maybe, Amy. So
yeah, I was rapidly filling them in here recently. I think like sometime during the break, I was like, oh, I'm going to fill in my book venture.
sorry, it was 20. There's 24 quarters times five. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
So yeah,
so they got all 20. Okay,
they
that's
got all
awesome.
20. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they like, and that's an option too.
Yeah.
You can do the three or you can do all five.
You want, yeah, yeah. So anyway, I gave them a special little shout out because they have every little box filled in on the spreadsheet, which is fun. But yes, I'll reach out to Carly and Holly about their prizes.
Well,
So
and speaking on that, we already have 37 people signed up through the roll call form. So
yay!
if you want to get started with us on the 2024 year-long KAL, uh, I will be linking that in our social medias, and it's already out on
Yep, and very
Discord. So,
similar rules to last year as well on the minimum yardage, the allowing of one whip per quarter.
yep,
Yeah, away we go. Super excited about it. I know you and I get really excited about it and want to continue that excitement throughout the year. So,
yep, absolutely.
all righty,
Well,
we got some
and
FOs.
yeah, sure. Rapid fire here, I think, because I got 4 minutes.
Ah,
I got I got a sock, OMG heel,
ooh,
and uh this is in my colorway that's cat themed.
mhm.
And then we got the Advent socks from Woolens and Mosh. I
Ah,
did
okay.
Kristen knits the mist well, the one that came with the
Mhm.
kit.
Yeah,
So
these are my
very
these are my
nice.
SKUs in that same vein. So I went kind of all in on the Megan addictive knitting with my Advents
Yep. I
SKUs.
went crazy on the marl, so I finished a hat to go with the mittens. So I have them all here. So
Go
that's a
Golden
matchy
Gophers.
matchy. Yep, Go Gophers hat combo there. I have my basque is blocked and beautiful.
Ooh,
If
yes.
anybody has any spare yarn from 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 last year that matches this, I want tassels.
You want tassel.
I didn't have enough yarn for tassels, so
And that's the berry fun from last year?
yeah.
Yeah. I probably could give you one of my skeins. I got a sweater quantity.
Okay, well, I can wait until there's leftovers.
Okay. For tassels.
Yes, absolutely. And then I am wearing the coat.
Oh, it's so pretty.
Yes, it's so cozy. This is spun right round in the Hoof It colorway. I don't
Aptly
remember
named.
what the pale colorway is, but this one is Hoof It, so it's very appropriate. And
I love it. I love that color on you. It's very pretty.
I was a little worried about the amount of positive ease, but I'm
Hmm.
thinking I enjoy this. This is, cozy.
Yes. Yeah. And you don't have to worry about like what you have under it, right? Like you could throw it over the top of anything. If yeah,
Yes,
you got a little chilly.
and because it's a yoke, when you pull, it
Yeah.
pulls. It's good. Oh, I left a stitch marker in. I will remove that.
As
Anyway,
long as it's
that's
not
my
holding a
finished
stitch.
object.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, maybe I'll wait until later to find out, just in case. No, I think it was marking sleeve length so that
Hmm.
they match.
Yeah, yeah. I have very, very similar in addition to my obsessions. So I did my Kirby Werby Advent socks. I did, or Advent self striper. I did the hat, if you remember,
Mm.
the Musselburgh, which I absolutely love. I can't remember if I showed that as a whip or as a finished object, but I really like it as this finished object. I then made some skews, so hit the like Megan obsession trifecta with skews, and still like it's the yarn that won't stop. I still have I could probably make another set of pair of socks with it. So um loving that. And then I was gifted some skeins of yarn this year. This was the Alicia gave it to me. Not Busty Cat. Why can't I think of the name? I showed the
Thirsty?
other no, no. It was the cat with the like yarn ball.
Oh.
I probably have the ticket somewhere around here. Anyway, another Musselburgh with some leftovers from my Boneyard Friends. This was the main color. Really love this combo. It's jewel tone rific.
Mhm.
Love it, love it. And then was given a bocce ball colorway that while I was caking it up, Jeremy was like, "Are you making something for Ellie with that?" And I'm like, "Why?" And he's like, "That is Mayo's colors." So Mayo High School. Again, this
Mm.
is coming across a little more neon than it actually is. But yeah, it was a fun. And again, if she doesn't want it, somebody else's heart goes pitter pat when she looks at it. So made
I'm
another Musselburgh.
not a huge fan of the color combo for rockets, at least for knitting. I don't like red and black for knitting.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Red,
So
yes. Black, yes. Red and black.
I asked her, and she said, "Well, if it would, I might wear a hat because I was thinking of the track season.
Mm.
And then I was like, well, it would bring me joy to make you a hat. She's like, well, if it would bring you joy. So I never got like a firm, like I absolutely
Mhm.
love the hat. But again, I went into it going like, I would wear this hat if she wouldn't.
I have a
Um, I I also
kid that's
finished,
flirting with track as well.
yeah. I also finished my basque. I did not put tassels on it because I'm not a tassels gal, although I do think it would help with styling.
Weighting it down. Yeah. Styling.
Yeah, but yes, nice and warm and smushy. I know that we're like this is like a speed run through our FOs. We had quite a few of them on New Year's Day. I was stirring my stash and found some cotton that I got way back when. Made a baby blanket out of it
Mm.
with
Gorgeous.
really like wham bam, right? With Tunisian crochet. Started off with this square and then just kind of like a la log cabin, kept adding until I got it to the width that I wanted it, and then added the last few stripes as just a solid at the other end. I like how it turned out. I did a single crochet on the wrong side and then to keep the edge from rolling. This forget-me-not cotton, I don't know that I would recommend it. It got really like almost pilly when I washed it. I don't know if you're seeing
Mm.
any of that. I'm
I
worried
see it.
now that if I send the blanket, they're going to be like, did she use this with her children and now she's
It's
sending
like
it to us? Right? It
hand me
just kind
down.
of looks pre-loved, but again, I know baby items get loved right away. Like the baby will chew on it and whatnot. But yeah, my first FO that was started and finished in in 2024 here. I wanted to
Those,
get those to
those nooks and crannies will absorb that baby puke real good.
yeah, exactly, exactly. I mean, I want it to be nice because I want to represent like crafters in a positive light, right? Like,
Yeah.
I made this thing for you. It looks like, three children already used it, but I made this thing for you. Um, so yeah, it's a lot of fun. I also finished my railroad sleeves. I worked on them before the new year and then finished them last night. So I've got my railroad
Ooh, it's
completed.
official.
It's
Pretty.
official. The side seams that I pontificated on are done. The jury is still out for me on this very accentuated high-low. I
Mm.
tried it on last night on the ZKN Zoom, and people said they liked it, so I'm sticking with it, I guess.
Yeah.
But
How reversible is it? I know that you were kind of going for that.
yeah. I think it is. I mean, it's again just like the side is kind of accentuated on that one side. It's
Mhm.
accentuated here, and then the sleeve,
Oh, okay.
right?
Yeah. Pretty.
But it is what it is. It's very like a purposeful line, I guess, versus
Hmm.
a and then you just on the wrong
Yeah.
side there, you get that line where you picked up
Well,
right around the
I did
neck.
that on
But
purpose here. Yeah.
yeah, exactly, exactly. So
So,
yeah, no, I'm thinking I'll wear it inside out as well. You mentioned it kind of has a plaid effect on this
mhm.
side.
Yeah.
And
Pretty.
then yeah, I was careful on my garter in the round not to do a bunch of almost just like the where you don't like swap the yarns, right? You just kind of keep them building on top of it, the
Okay.
helical.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, no, I'm happy with it. I'm glad eh, that was on the hook. I haven't put anything new on the needles this year yet. I've been finishing up. I had this to finish up, and so I'm
I had the
excited to get.
same, yeah, I had the same thing. Like I've been finishing socks. I've woven all the ends on that shawl. Like I've just been more in a finishing mood than a cast on mood. The only thing I did cast on was my Lotta project, the Traveler, because I didn't go to any of the cast on events, but in spirit, I was there
Yeah,
because I cast it on last night, and I even did the tubular cast on. So yeah.
fancy, fancy. I love how it looks, but it's sometimes it's not fast enough when I'm ready to get it on the needles.
Yeah, it is slow. It feels like,
Yeah.
hey, I've been knitting for 3 rounds and I still am doing anything, but
Yeah.
it looks great.
So yeah, excited. Been primarily monogamous with this, and
Oh,
then I was like, okay, I'm going to finish up a whip before I have two sleeves become four sleeves that need to be done. And monogamously just like worked this until it was done. So yeah, I've started the year out how I often start the year out. I feel like.
I just happened to think of something, Megan, for our people who
Mhm.
want to join us for the KAL and roll call. Let's add it to our link in bio page.
Okay,
That
cool.
that would be a good, easy place, landing page for getting people signed up. And now people know because they've watched to the end. And we can make sure people join us. Again, I think that this new system is going to be great for allowing people to know exactly what the challenges are and be able to look them up in their email. So it'll be good.
Yes,
All right.
yes. Yep.
Bye.
Bye, Uvta.
Yeah,
All
my
right, you got
meeting
to run.
started.